For us, like, divorce is just not on the table. It's not an option. I think people go into marriage thinking divorce is an option. That's why they kind of work themselves towards divorce subconsciously.
It's so embarrassing when you're an adult and you have no friends.
It shouldn't be embarrassing, though.
It was embarrassing for me. Everything was handed to us in college. Like, we came to the school. Everyone was new to making
Don't be fooled by me picking up my house because I'm not typically the one that does it. And don't be fooled by me taking care of my son because most of the time my wife does that too. Abby really wanted to go to the gym tonight, so I'm on Griffin duty, and I wanted to surprise her with a clean house when she got
Abby
home.
and I are sleeping in separate beds.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I'm a lonely gal. See, here's the thing. Say what...
Matt and Abby Howard seemed like the internet's favorite couple. Their love story was picture perfect, and they knew how to sell it. High school sweethearts turned TikTok sensations. They built an empire around their relationship, gaining millions of followers who adored their seemingly wholesome and relatable content. Unlike other TikTok couples who often felt staged, awkward, or overly dramatic, Matt and Abby brought an effortless charm that made them stand out. Their videos showcased their everyday lives, dancing in their kitchen, pulling playful pranks, and sharing personal stories that made fans feel like they were part of their journey. Their online presence painted a flawless image of young love, marriage, and eventually parenthood. But the reality of their relationship wasn't as perfect as their TikTok feed made it seem. The more they shared, the more cracks began to show, and what started as a love story quickly became something else entirely. From insensitive remarks to controversial parenting decisions, Matt and Abby found themselves at the center of scandals that made the internet question everything. How did they go from America's TikTok sweethearts to one of the most criticized couples on the platform? Today, we're diving deep into their rise, their mistakes, and the moments that made fans turn on them. This is the story of Matt and Abby, the TikTok couple who flew too close to the sun. And trust me, it gets messy. Before they were one of the most talked about couples online, Matt and Abby were just two high school sweethearts from Arizona. Their journey into social media fame started on TikTok, where they posted fun and lighthearted videos about their relationship. People loved their chemistry, Matt, the goofy and energetic husband, and Abby, the sweet and supportive wife. Their content wasn't overly staged or forced, making them stand out from other influencer couples who often seemed fake or overly dramatic. They gained millions of followers by simply being themselves, or at least that's what it seemed like. Their rise was fast, and they capitalized on it by expanding their brand. They started posting more personal content, showing their daily lives, struggles, and milestones. But as their audience grew, so did the pressure to keep people entertained. Soon, their content shifted from fun and lighthearted to oversharing every detail of their lives. No matter how uncomfortable, fans started noticing a change in their dynamic, and some moments that once seemed cute began feeling unsettling. Matt, in particular, started getting backlash for his behavior, and it wouldn't take long before people started calling him out.
Social media world, and that is to have controversy, and it has been quiet around them recently, so here is their new controversial issue. Now, I will say this is not as controversial as some of their other issues, in my opinion, so you can let me know if people are blowing this out of proportion or not, but Abby isn't happy, and what she has to say is pretty telling. What is this controversial issue, you may ask? Matt has been sleeping in their closet for months. Now, we'll read exactly what Abby said here in just a minute, but he says that his wife is not a huge fan of this arrangement. He doesn't know what spouse would be stoked about their significant other sleeping in the closet. But this is something he had to do for his mental health, saying that he had insomnia, ADHD, his brain would just go and go and go. He says he is not okay, that he's really struggling and feeling awful, and that's why he is sleeping in the closet. But Abby says she does not like this at all and complains about it every single night, saying that she is lonely. She also says that she is codependent and she hates being alone at night, but also she hates that there is a queen-size mattress in her closet every time she has to go get something.
Riding the wave of their TikTok success, Matt and Abby launched their podcast, The Unplanned Podcast, where they opened up about their marriage, faith, and parenting journey. The podcast was an instant hit, giving fans even more insight into their personal lives. At first, people loved the raw and unfiltered conversations, but over time, their oversharing became a problem. Matt's comments, in particular, started rubbing people the wrong way. In one episode, he made a remark about Abby's weight shortly after she had given birth, leaving listeners shocked. Fans couldn't believe how casually he criticized his wife, and this wasn't the only instance. He also complained about his birthday being ruined because it fell on Father's Day. making it clear that he cared more about himself than his new role as a father. But perhaps the most infuriating comment was when he told Abby that they cheated birth because she had a C-section. The internet was outraged. How could he be so dismissive of what she went through to bring their child into the world? The backlash was swift, and suddenly, the couple who had once been adored were facing serious criticism. But if you think Abby was just an innocent victim, think again. Because she had her own share of controversy that made people question their entire brand.
We decided as a family that we are not celebrating Father's Day this year.
Father's Day, it's always in June, and it's like
Last
always
year
around.
was June 18th, which is Matt's birthday, so
Yes.
he had Father's Day and his birthday on the same day. And
So sad.
I will say I did kind of combine the holidays.
You did combine.
In early 2024, Matt and Abby took a luxurious cruise, sharing their experience with fans online. But what should have been a simple vacation turned into a major scandal when they revealed that they had left their infant children alone in their cabin while they went to dinner. The internet exploded with backlash, with people accusing them of being reckless and irresponsible. Parenting experts and fellow influencers weighed in, calling out the dangers of leaving such young children unattended, even on a supposedly safe cruise ship. At first, Matt and Abby downplayed the criticism, claiming they were just trying to enjoy a quiet meal together. But the damage was already done. People who once admired their parenting started questioning if they were as responsible as they claimed to be. It was a turning point for their reputation. Before, their controversies had been mostly about cringeworthy behavior, but now they were being called out for genuinely bad decisions. This wasn't just a case of oversharing. This was about their kids' safety. Fans started unfollowing them, and their once adoring audience was now filled with skeptics. But instead of stepping back and reflecting, they kept going, determined to keep their brand alive, even as their reputation crumbled.
Everyone from Abby's grandma, our children's great grandma, to our 1 and 2 year old. And so where this whole controversy started, I guess, is a few days ago, Abby posted on her Instagram story that we were at dinner FaceTiming the baby monitors while our children were asleep in their staterooms. And people started to suspect.
As their fame grew, so did their bank accounts. Matt and Abby became brand deal powerhouses, partnering with major companies and turning their life into a full-time business. They launched merch, monetized their podcast, and even began selling courses on social media success. But with money came more criticism. Fans started questioning whether their content was still genuine or if they were just chasing the next paycheck. Their once authentic videos started feeling more scripted and calculated. Matt, who once seemed like the fun-loving husband, was now seen as someone who cared more about profit than the people who supported him. And Abby? She played the role of the perfect mom and wife, but many started wondering if she was enabling Matt's behavior rather than calling him out. Their brand was no longer just about love. It was about making money, and people were starting to see right through it. So, what do you think? Are Matt and Abby just misunderstood influencers, or have they completely lost touch with reality? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.